Cyclones have been looking to gather strength all morning long. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Cincinnati Bearcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Cyclones will put turtle leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Cincinnati's offense will get the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling plays.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rides to back on the option. The give. There he goes. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. And the Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Klein. Makes the grab on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 20. comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
He's got it down the right side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Now he's going to break the pocket. Complete to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Power football with the run. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Baker. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Bearcats! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Defense looks like they're coming. Give to the running back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got him downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Makes the catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Some misdirection with the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
Motion from the wideout. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Klein. Forced out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Townsend. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll run play action. Keeps the play going. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll give it to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. A huge... there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
What a run, man. It's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Dropping back, it's Baker. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have... expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Butler. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man on the right. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. That was a nice pickup running the drive. And finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They had luck with this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Off play action. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Klein. He's got it. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
And And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. Then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Running back searching for a hole. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
30 short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the front.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And the Bearcats have their offense in high gear. Looking for a man. It's Baker. It's complete to the left. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And they come up with an explosive play there. The quarterback had exactly what he wanted. Man coverage, safety in the middle of the field, so he throws the go route to the outside, finds his best one-on-one matchup. And how about the speed and the ability to track that football and give this offense a jolt?
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Hawkins. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Bearcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Buys a little time with his feet. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
Touchdown, Bearcats! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point.
Position, guys.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Klein. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Wants to keep it in the air. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Touchdown, Cyclones! A great catch and run for 6.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This freshman behind center has certainly lived up to billing so far. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Baker. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jackson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
First down for the offense.
Might be changing the route. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard.
Turning it on! At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Iowa State! They take the lead with the 6.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Wake Forest rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Winston-Salem. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second, and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love his slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Bearcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to throw. It's Baker. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Give to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Gives it on the option. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air, it's Baker. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. A running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
They just keep firing. He'll try to do it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Grab near the marker. It's Jackson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Cincinnati 34, Iowa State 24.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can
hits the afterburners. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Iowa State 24.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Klein. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Cyclones looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're testing the right side here. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run it from the gun. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And we've seen a tremendous show from this freshman behind center. A most impressive outing. It's as if he's seeing things before they happen, and he has the numbers and the scores to prove it. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Makes the catch, it's Hamilton. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw 1 last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done just that.
The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The handoff to Johnson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em. And they hooked a W in this one. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking to throw, it's Klein. Throws for the tight end. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snagged out of the air. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Lost one deep down the right side. can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Finds it back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Cyclones headed quickly to the line.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass, it's Klein. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught near the sticks, it's Townsend. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Cyclones started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
Listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And we talked about this guy from the beginning, and so far he has not disappointed behind center. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought he would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, this guy's virtually unstoppable. Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They'll leave it with him. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this knee didn't let him sniff that first down marker. 4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. Makes it past the marker. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get